Hey guys, it's John here from Sonic Drive Studio. I hope you're all doing well. Today we're going to check out the Marshall DSL20HR. This amp sounds good, it's affordable, and it's quite popular because of that. I see posts on the socials about this amplifier quite often, so people do like to talk about this amplifier because it's affordable and because of the good sound for its price. And I like the fact that real tube amps like these are within reach for a lot of guys because of their price. Tube amps are still cool and a lot of fun, and of course that's where all the current guitar tones came from anyway. So this is part of the current Marshall DSL series. You've also got the bigger 100 watt head and also the smaller 1 watt head. I haven't tried that one myself, but I'd love to try that one someday. But this is a pretty good middle ground with its 20 watts. And this amp has 3 12AX7s in the preamp section and 2 EL34s in the power section. And it's a pretty loud amplifier, to be honest. It's a 2-channel amplifier with its classic gain and ultra gain channel. Each channel has its own volume and gain control, but we do have a shared EQ, and that EQ does include a presence and a resonance control. We also have a reverb control and this tone shift switch, which I never use because I don't like the sound of it. It basically scoops out all the mids. And we also have an effects loop and a foot switch jack on the back. The classic gain channel is basically the clean channel of this amplifier, but it's not the best clean channel as it starts to break up pretty fast within the gain range of the gain pot. But that depends on the guitar and the pickups and the hotness of the pickups, of course. So it's also a kind of pushed clean or overdriven clean channel if you need it to be. It's also a bright channel. This amp is pretty bright in general, so it's kind of an odd clean channel, but you can get some cool tones out of it with some tweaking. So let's start by checking some clean tones with my ESP LTD Phoenix 1000 Deluxe on the Fat Cat neck pickup. And I'm going to use the built-in reverb, but I'm going to crank it up all the way because it's quite a subtle reverb, as you'll hear. And the gain is set very low in order to achieve some clean tones. It's not really a warm, clean channel. Note that all the tones in this video will feature my RedSeven Amp Central Reactive load and some York Audio impulse responses for the cap tones. And for this first tone, I'm using the York Audio MRSH412 Blackjack cabinet on the Mix 01 file. Let's check it out. Cool, not bad, not bad. Now let's check out some isolated tones as well. Okay, so those tones weren't amazing, but I guess they were all right. As I said, this channel can be cranked up to a nice pushed clean, so we're going to try that right now with my Gibson Les Paul Classic on the bridge pickup. Mids are up all the way and presence is down all the way to tame the brightness. As I said, it's a bright amp in general. And I also have some reverb dialed in. And for these tones, I'm using the York Audio MRSH412 M25 cabinet, also on the Mix 01 file. Let's check it out. Alright, now some isolated tones as well. So what's the verdict on the classic gain channel? It's okay, I guess, it serves its purpose, but it can take some effort to get it dialed in just right. Not really handy for live situations if you ask me, because of the shared EQ and the different response of the ultra gain channel. Because the ultra gain channel sounds much better by default, and that's where this amplifier really starts to shine in my opinion. So let's check that out right now with some gainy rock tones, also using my Gibson Les Paul Classic. Medium gain settings and not too much presence, as this channel also gets bright pretty fast. And for these tones I'm also going to use the York Audio MRSH 412 M25, also on mix 1. Here we go. Now we're talking. That was the DSL tone I was looking for. Now also isolated. That sounded pretty cool, pretty soaring even at medium gain settings. Punchy and bright, but also saturated with a kind of thick response, which is that DSL tone, and that sets it apart from the more classic Marshall amps like the JCM 800 for example. But now let's try some heavier rock or metal riffs using my ESP LTD NW44, tuned a little bit lower to drop C. And this time I'm going to use the York Audio York 212 DV77 pack for a different flavor. Also on mix 1 for a more modern flavor. Here we go. That was great. Now also isolated. So again, that sounded pretty good. The low end response of some of the low chugs is kind of stuffy or loose, but that's just the character that this amplifier has. Of course, if you want to tighten that up, you could put a boost up front, like a tube screamer of sorts. I'm going to try that soon enough in an episode of To Boost or Not to Boost, so stay tuned for that. So it's a pretty cool amp, especially considering the price. Will it work for live? Well, it depends on what sort of tones you're after and what you're going to ask from the amplifier, since the shared EQ can have a great effect on the tone, so it's really a balancing act. In any case, it's a pretty nice recording or practice amplifier with a true tube tone. And of course, it's pretty affordable as well, so that's a huge plus. If you're looking at this amplifier purely for metal, then you might want to use a boost pedal up front as well, just to tighten it up and to make it a little bit more fierce, but that depends on your taste, of course. That's all for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please drop a like and a subscribe along with the notification bell, as that really helps the channel out. I'd hugely appreciate that, and also let me know in the comments down below what your thoughts are on this amplifier. And you can also follow Sonic Drive Studio on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys very, very soon. Cheers!